We are sitting here with the tournament director of the first Goa International as well as the secretary of Goa Chess Association, Mr. Kishore Bandekar. You have organized something really special in your state. 1200 people playing at one location. Tell us, how is your feeling right now?
Sagar, it's a great feeling. Since the day the tournament was announced, I was interacting with you, and we never knew that we'll achieve this figure. But to be frank with you, we had done 300, 400, 400 hours as a target. 300 for A category, 400 for B category, 400 for C category. So that's the figure we had in mind, but we were not sure that the time and what are the logistic things for the players to come. But we were thinking like that.
And I could see that you worked tremendously hard. Every day there were some WhatsApp messages you would send. You were thinking of new ideas, social media. How difficult was it to get these 1200 entries?
It was not really difficult. I've been involved in one film production, and that gave me a lot of ideas how to promote yourself. Film didn't do well, but I realized what one should do to promote the things. And this I took as a project. I thought I can do something. I knew what social media can do for any project. Those old days are gone, and we can make a miracles with a team like you with us. And I tried to do my best in the available resources. It was a learning process for me, and we did it finally.
Goa Chess Association is an organization which is 40 years old. We have been speaking to a lot of people who have been involved in it for many years. But as everyone has said, things have started to roll in the last couple of years. What has changed?
See, our totally mindset has been changed. We didn't see it as just a sports association affiliated to Sport Authority of Goa and affiliated to All India Chess Federation. We saw something wanted to different. Being a chartered accountant, I had a dream to make it as a corporate. And in that direction I was working day and night. I was working, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the night. To so many things, a lot of back office work I had done. We had Goa Olympic Association approvals. We had all income tax approvals, 12A, ATG. None of the associations had got in India. But I was working on it. We had to change the constitution to accommodate the people. We had to affiliate 12 talukas in 2012 at one go. And it was an excellent task, And government was with us. We requested them in October 2012. We put in 12 applications for registration, and government helped us, and we formed 12 associations at the request of All India Chess Federation, because they wanted us to go to grassroots level. Little bit opposition was there, but from life member, they didn't know what was the concept. They said that we are diluting the interest of the life members. But somehow they were convinced, and we said, let us try this formula and we'll be surely winners. And that is the thing, what is we are looking here, the contribution of all 12 talukas.
You being a chartered accountant, has that helped you in your organizing of this event? Or you can say you being a chess player has helped you in your profession as a chartered accountant. How does that work?
Yeah, my story is totally different. What I was still in college, I was totally different. I was known as a failure in my life. I was just a creative person, could not mug anything. I was not interested in bioting and all. I remember in first standard, one of my father brought a mathematics paper from his teacher friend and told me, this is a paper tomorrow and you get a good marks. And I could not do it. And then I failed in that paper miserably. I had a nice bashing. He said, you do whatever you want in your life. I can't help you. I said, that is the way I am. And then I was struggling to come up. We had no guidance, but good culture and good discipline from my parents. He was in IB, government job. And I learned so many things from him. What I am today is learning from them. Then in 12th, I also failed in the college. I didn't know what to do. I was looking for some job somewhere. Then one of my friend brought the chessboard one day night. My parents were not there in first year of college. And we were playing all wrong moves here, there, and we learned. Somehow we learned, and then we had a small place, called the Maimolem, where many of our friends, no other job, one freedom fighter was arrested, Indira Gandhi time. He was available all the time. And day and night we were playing. And that was a change brought in me. And then the whole thing, what you see. So chess made me chartered accountant, and what I'm contributing only because of chess. Today I'm giving my time for the chess.
How did it happen? Like you said, you played chess day and night. How did it change your character, or you can say your willingness to work? What happened?
I didn't realize what actually happened to me. But if I look back and see, I could not concentrate on my studies. Mind was wavering here, there. All the time I used to read the two lines. It was drifting here, there. And then we started playing day and night. Morning, 7 o'clock used to start till night. My mother used to shout at me, we are not taking the lunch. And that improved my concentration power. Sitting one place, then grasping it, working out the strategies, remembering the things. That helped me in overcoming so many problems in my education at later part. In 12th, when I learned it in first year, I got selected for nationals from Goa. I played nationals. I was a runners-up in state championship. Second time I got selected, IT2 I played national B in Delhi. Yeah. Then second time I got selected. That time Mr. Sarapalli's father was there, SS Rao. Looking at my talent and was saying, we induct you in the executive committee. I didn't know what was it. 81 I became an executive member just based on my performance. Then Kanpur I was selected again. Then my parents said, no, you cannot go. Because I couldn't do anything. I got 6 points that time in Delhi. And they were, one of my relatives were there from Mangalore. So, Pettal arraigned, he said, I was bitten. I was embarrassed, I said, okay, it is, that time only winning was important for me, not learning. And then I gave up chess. My professor told Kishore, I brought a championship for college first time. My friend is playing here who is a veteran champion on B. Both were college champions and intercollegiate were winners. That was part of my sports in the college. I was very weak. I could not stand in my college school days. Could not do even PT. And they used to bring some water and used to keep for me. So if you look at me now, a different Kishore, you will not recognize me. And Kanpur I missed, I gave up, I said I can't do. Then I concentrated on my coach, CA, Professor Mr. Kulkarni, I remember. When he congratulated me for winning the college championship, he said, Kishore, this is not for you. Do something. He said, what? I asked him, sir, what to do? He said, do CA. I said, what is CA? I didn't know also what is CA that time. Because that was not our vision. We wanted to take some job somewhere and go ahead. I wanted to take a government job. But looking at the things, my father said, no, you cannot take a government job. You do something private. I know how hardship. You are very talented and you can create something. So I started studying. And luckily, I got just 50% marks, which was qualifying marks. Otherwise, I had failed. Somehow I managed. And then I could complete my CA course in one go. And whole thing is happening, chess in Goa is one personality in my life came, Mr. Pradeep Mahatme. He took me for a CA course and he gave me a lot of motivation. He followed my education. He gave me leave as and when I wanted. And I passed in 1984. My friends were, just joking at me, you will not pass. My problem was I studied in Marathi medium and this English and all that was very difficult. But I had to, that willpower was there with me, nothing to give up, always to fight. And still I tell my daughter, nothing is impossible. We used to loosen up the ties to the trade. So many we used to collect and just sit that and patiently we would remove one by one. That was our hobby. And like that, chess also, we learned so many things, so many moves. And what these children, you coach, you train them. We evaluated ourselves. Betting by Rook, Knight. We never read the books that time. There were no books at all. There was nobody to tell us. We said this is the way how to checkmate, bringing the Rook, King in the last file, then bringing Queen. That was our evolution. We were happy. We found out.
So chess was really something creative back then, and no longer it's the same. Of course, things have changed. But you now have a thriving profession. Yeah, you are a full-time chartered accountant and working very hard on that.
Yeah, we are basically corporate chartered accountants, and I got other two partners. And it's a good team at office. We don't have any backlog anytime. We complete our work in time. And this tournament I kept in October, knowing my schedule, and that worked. But there was a lot of pressure. Then I realized that a lot of pre-tournament work is there. But my other partners helped me, and because of them, I told you this chess association, what is there? What they gave me a lot of liberty, a lot of time. Whenever I used to go to federation meetings, and they never say no to me. They say, okay, we have to do that.
We see behind you this deck of sponsors. It's not to be seen in other international events in India or even in the world stage. How are you able to rope in so many sponsors for the event?
First of all, see, I told you we gave a corporate look for our association, not like any other associations. We got so many registrations, so many certificates. Our accounts are finalized in April itself. We never delay it. We got all minutes written. We email minutes to all our members. So back office is neat, and anybody feel that yes, this is the association. Whenever they ask for the record, we submit all the certificates, our returns, our balance sheets, and they look at it. And then when somebody looks at you, they say this is a very transparent account. Transparent people are working here. They are not drawing any money from the association. Each and every things are in our record. That helped us. Now, this is my back office what I made. Coupled with that, our president, Bab Nilesh Cabral, is the person. And again, our Honorable Chief Minister, Bab Manohar Parrikar, there our Sports Minister, Babu Asgaonkar. These are the people behind us. Sports Authority is behind us. All India Chess Federation, looking at our performance, made me a treasurer. They nominated me as a treasurer of All India Chess Federation. Such a small place, and a person going from here to the federation level is, we can't dream of, but they honored us for our work.
So, how has the Goa Chess Association become so strong? Like you have the power minister as the president. I mean, this is just boosting chess in the state tremendously.
Yeah, that was a story. When we started the journey, he was a president or was the chairman of GTDC, and during this tournament time, he was given ministry by Manohar Bab, and he's become a power minister. So we become more powerful during this venue, our tournament. And he is a very dynamic person. He never says no, and he never pushes the things on you. We used to sit 12 o'clock in his office daily to contact the people, to work out the strategies. Last 3 months, I'm staying in Vasco. He also stay in Kurcharem, but our meeting point was at Panjim. Myself, my other colleagues, Pilankar, Mahesh, many of them, Bala Krishna is there, Mr. Arvind Mamal is there, or Sanjay Belurkar, his wife. We used to go and sit with him to work out the strategies, and he used to guide us properly, each and everything. He though has become now minister, but he's same Mr. Nilesh Cabral for me. I do his accounts also. That was our relation first. So I requested, sir, you are required in the association. He said, I know time, Kishore, but you say I'll join, because I wanted to bring this change. I wanted somebody to hold our hand and take it further. There was a pressure on me to become a president. Our Tendulkar Bab requested, Kishore, I am busy, you take over. But that was not my idea. See, people want to results. We want to do something. I would have taken the chair, but what I could have done alone? It would have been just association. I would have done some organization, tournament here, there, and that would have been end. No, what I got it today is much wider things, for the Goa Chess Association. And people say this is a dream thing what you have done. It will never happen. It would not have happened earlier. But because of this team under Nilesh Cabral, we could do it. And he's a person, he realized that. We said, this has happened during election time. He said, I'm there for one term. And you tell me what you want to do. I said, sir, first of all, we have to see the chess in school is the main thing. Somehow we have to penetrate. And that we could do. First agreement we signed with GVM, Goa Vidya Prasarak Mandal, for entire college, school and their other establishments. We introduced the chess with different module. Then he wanted to have a premises for all our affiliated talukas and all. He is working on that. He has already returned to the ministry. Then our affiliated talukas are not getting any grant. Though we have formed under direction of the ministry, Youth Affairs, they are not getting any money. All other clubs are getting 50,000 rupees to spend. But these people are just somehow managing the things. So that is per se. Then I told, sir, there is a GM tournament. He said, what is GM tournament? I was also not aware of this, what is GM tournament. I met one day Ivana's father, Ali Furtado. So I said, I asked, what is to be done now? These players are going out playing. He said, you do Kishore, GM tournament. That was 4 years back, and that was in my mind, GM tournament, doing the GM tournament in Goa. But looking at the scale of the GM tournament, I was a little bit shy and not sure. But Mr. Cabral said, GM tournament started. From that day onwards, he was after me. Fix the date, make the budget, make the proposals. And he was totally after me, I was not sure, it will happen or not. But when we fixed a date and filled a bid form with All India Chess Federation, we had no choice. Then once I take it up, I will not leave it. That is my attitude. Then I went through it. So many things I did. I learned. It was learning process for me. As a chartered accountant, we do the audits, sign the balance sheets. This is something different. You have to be marketing man. You have to take the people along. Like CEO of an entire organization. And take everybody's time. Take everybody along. That is a task. Then meet the sponsors. Present the case. What is your matter? How you are going to give the publicity to them. They're like each organization is sending big list of what they will get in return. And then we have to visualize how we'll do it. It is how we started it. And yes, we could finish it.
Yeah, you could finish it, and you have another one lined up, which is a pressure for you or a moment of great joy?
Now I feel that, till 12th night, it was a very difficult time for me. To make it successful, we organize the accommodation. After organizing accommodation, how people will go. You know the venue, how it is far away from, not far away, 6-7 kilometers away. But Goa, getting transport is difficult. We don't have any taxi system like Bombay and other metros have, where you turn a web, you can just click and you get the taxi. Here it's not the case. Goa is always having difficulty in commuting place to place. So we thought of arranging the transport. Then after arranging, then we were just coming here every day watching. Then we said, where these people will eat? Morning they will come and night they will go. What? This is all problem for them. We are thinking of 1,200 people. Then Cabral said, nothing to worry. I said, what to do? No, we'll get the cook. I said, how? You cook full day? And he gave us a best deal, breakfast, lunch, dinner and teas. That's it. And such a beautiful venue. Now, that was the whole thing, this tournament made very successful. But we realized that, this accommodation was a big challenge for us. We had booked only for 400 to 500 rooms, and then we booked the dormitories. The dormitories means people, they see the good hotels and dormitories, then they want all the time in the hotels, they don't want to go to dormitories. And we have been told that, don't worry, these are good dormitories, AC dormitories. People will come and play. But there was a good big challenge, and that people were shouting at us and then phoning at us. But somehow when they landed here, they realized a dream for them as well.
A lot of people whom we spoke to, they said that free food given to people, it's kind of an unprecedented thing in a GM Open and sets like very high standards for people who are going to organize in future.
Yeah, I realize that it is a big challenge for everybody. But one thing is that, our association is celebrating 40 years. And the whole idea of GM tournament was not a tournament, it was a festival. We had given a festival look for this event. Though other my colleagues doing tournament, they should not feel that we have done something. We have put lot of efforts keeping that in mind. Mr. Cabral wanted to have a Goan name top of this chess thing in the world, and he has put in lot of efforts. And my other colleagues, they can do it same thing. And face of chess in India now will come up. See what we are doing, just some tournaments and just leave it like that. But given the opportunity, people should do this type of a tournament where everything is available. We charge them 5,000 rupees full tournament. My prize money 34 lakhs. 10 lakhs rupees for B category, 10 lakhs for C category, and 14 lakhs for A category. With that, 7,000 rupees for A category, 5,000 rupees for B, and 5,000 for C. In that, I have to accommodate them for A category, 8 days accommodation, 8 days food, transport, and B and C, 4 days accommodation, transport, and food. Plus, you see the ambience what we created here. Figures do not match, but somehow we the sponsors came. Jio came, then ONGC came, and first people to say yes, to us was the state government. Mr. Manorji gave us 40 lakhs in first go, which were we had submitted the papers, and he came for a few days from US, and our file was cleared by him. And we didn't know that money has been released by him. And phone came from messenger, your check is ready, please collect. That was, gave us a boost. Then tourism minister gave us 15 lakhs. The 55 lakhs came. So then there was no looking back. We added whatever we could do. We told other sponsors that Deltin helped us. Basically, I have to take their name because Deltin said that we'll give entire, we can't give any cash prize this money. Tell us in a kind, whatever. They said, we want room. They said, take our entire resort, 27 rooms for you. And season for them. This is a season for them, and they were very kind enough. Kapadia ji, Anil ji, they were just said, food also will provide. That was a plus thing for us. I don't think anybody has provided like IMs and all this type of accommodation. We got such a beautiful support from them. And also food also they are supporting us to some extent. Then ONGC came to us. They said, ONGC was supposed to be title sponsors, but we didn't get. Then we titled Goa is only tourism with our title sponsors. But ONGC helped us. Pradhanji, Petroleum Minister, he personally saw that we are being helped by ONGC, then now GAIL, then one more company. They came forward.
It's like as if the entire state came together for this event.
Yeah, entire state came together. Not only entire state, people Airport Authority of India came. They gave us 10 lakhs. Looking at the things over, what happened in 2015, we did one small team championship nationals, and they were just phoning me asking, about the accommodation for that team in Goa. For Mr. Subramani, who was the head of the sports division. Then he asked, who are the sponsors? Sir, we don't have anybody. Why don't you write to us? And he sent me a draft of what is to be written, and I sent it back by email. And they could sanction me 2 lakhs rupees, for that event, national event. So that time I gave full publicity to Airport Authority of India. We made a big banners, we called them for the PD, and all that record was there available. Suddenly I remembered of him. So I made all that, took out all my files, attached to my application. I told Bob Nilesh, you would also speak to them. And he spoke to those people. And suddenly they phoned, your application is approved and we are giving you 10 lakhs. It was a jackpot for us.
And from June 12 to 19 next year, the second edition will be hosted. What are the improvements or changes that you are envisaging?
A lot of things what we have wished on it, we are working on it. We are working on the systems. We are working on the registrations. We already announced 5% discount on all these people who are registered for this ABC. Is a marketing strategy for us, because we have to encourage. The other people who came for our festival, they cannot go empty-handed. So we declared that. We also declared a waiver, full waiver for all handicapped people, challenged people, to help them. We had taken 50% early, but our president said, looking at the things, we all are, God has given everything to us. Why don't we share something with them? And that we did. Main things like now we have to present our, make a good presentation based on this. And we are sure many sponsors will come, and we want to do bigger scale. We are main constraint we had is about accommodation. Now for us June is off season. There is no much challenge. We'll get best rate accommodations. Transport also will get. Only I'm worried about rains, but people will enjoy the Goan rains. Goa is a beautiful during rains also. We are now have a core team already. We are going to induct more people. We are going to have a grandmaster in our PR team. That we missed out. We realized that we don't have a GM in the PR team, because PR is very important. We have got PR team, but they are not having experience of chess. But this team, what we are going to make is a proper team, because we could not also devote much time for the press. We are also, I am personally feeling sorry about it, because what chess is today, chess is shown by our press media. They have done a lot of things. We are just sending a mail to them, and next day we see the photos without talking to them. And they appreciate, Sometimes there is a hardship for us. It's not anything personally for them. We are doing something, not doing for them. But they are with us, good thing. All people are there. Every time they are putting our stories on the newspaper. That gives a lot of mileage for us. We feel that something is happening. Anything to have, that is a press who contributes a lot of things, to promote it. And chess has been promoted by media. They are our partners in success. I call them always. I respect them a lot. They also give us due value.
Wonderful. And I have seen that you being a leader of Goa Chess Association, one of the important persons, many times when people who are the past leaders, who were there, they are forgotten. But you moving ahead have taken all of them together. I speak to everyone, and your entire team is filled with experienced people and new blood. How have you managed that?
Being a chess player and being chartered accountant, I handle those logistic things. One thing you'll be surprised, last election 2013, we have got 120 posts including talukas. And we got entire election unopposed. Not a single nomination filed. All people were unopposed, including our president and taluka associations also. That was the thing, they believe in me. I thanks to them, and I always try to help them. There are shortcomings from my side. I am not giving due attention to them because of my professional commitment. I always was feeling, given a chance, I'll work for some organization, do social work. And this was an opportunity for me. People are sometimes talking against me. I never took it bad way. I said it is a challenge. There's something wrong with me, not with them. Why they will talk otherwise? I used to go and open a dialogue with them. There were so many people having, just something or other issues. I went and talked to them. And I was always positive. I learned in my life, positive is the only thing, positive, and positive. Nothing. If you just sit like that, nothing will happen in the life. That is my ideology. If nothing is happening, at least your mindset is positive. You are not you are not closing your mind for new ideas. You are always open. And I tell my students also, my players also, be positive. The chess is just one opportunity for you. Either you lose or win. My parent also I tell. Chess is not a sport, it is a personality. You have to put your kids, at least they will overcome. You see the suicides in the schools and all for not, otherwise also. If child asks something and parent don't give, they go and commit suicide. This type of mentality has become. They are not very strong. But here chess makes them very strong. They cry here. I tell parents, let them cry. Let them cry. Come back to main topic. People are good. All are good. They are very good. I keep a lot of control on them. I tell them, you have to take the meetings. We make a yearly calendar. I allot the events to them. And all our calendar is made 1 year before. And we go by that calendar. We never Sometimes we have to change because of some exams or some open tournament. But this keeps me in touch with everybody. I may ask them to, being a chartered accountant, I ask them to make the account, file the returns. See, basically all the sport association, they know professional person with them. They don't make their accounts, they make their minutes, and somehow they lose the control. The new committee comes and they start alleging them, you eaten the money, there's no account, you're not given the account. That's why fight starts. In our case, everything is transparent, everything is available, anybody can come and see. That situation, we have a transparency. I don't pay there's a meeting, some expenses are also fixed, but nobody takes that money from our association because we had very weak position. When Mr. Cabral asked me to show the balance sheet, it was negative. He said, what is this balance sheet? Let us make the balance sheet strong. And entire these 12 talukas and we worked together. And we collected 25 lakhs under his leadership. That was the beginning for this tournament. And we saved 15 lakhs for GM tournament. And that was only fund available for GM tournament when we started. So people are always good. It is how you take them, how you treat them, and how you take them along. Sometimes they don't come along, you have to go along with them. Then your whole things works out.
And Goa right now has one GM, Anurag Mamal, WGM Bhakti Kulkarni. Where do you see the chess fever, or you can say the trend, moving towards?
My entry in Goa Chess Association was only because of Anurag. Anurag was not that time Grandmaster, and he was a Grandmaster material. We knew that. So few colleagues told me there is a difficulty in association. Association has become defunct and there are meetings not happening. And that was the point I decided to enter and put things in place, being a professional, give my services. I also help the needy people. And Anurag was one of them who could get a Dempo sponsorship. And he made my dream true. His father is very close to me, Arvind and other colleagues. And that was the only point. My aim was to get these kids opportunity. They are talented. But if you don't support, nothing will happen. Because of Anurag, I got in. Bhakti is a really role model for Goa. She is the first student, chess player, took chess as a profession. It was very difficult to take that decision for her or for parents. See, always you have to think about your career. And if you go sports direction, you don't have degree, you don't have job, where you get the job? Always, I was always feeling afraid to tell my players to pursue this. I was always telling your academics are also important because you have to get a good job. And we were looking chess as only 9th standard hobby and then leave it. But Bhakti didn't stop there. And because of Bhakti, whole chess evolved in Goa. Then Anurag came, then Ivana came. Ivana came first, he became a 2-time world champion. Then Anurag became a grandmaster. Rohan became IM. The other Ameya, then Ritviz, then Nitish, that Leon, that Gunjal, then Swera. These are all girls, then Riddhi Zati. When I joined, I was not knowing names of all these players. But I'm very poor in remembering their names. But the way they are doing the things, one has to remember their jobs, names. I was knowing them only by their parents. But after Anurag, we got a talent here. We realized that Goa has got a talent. Goa was ruled by Portuguese for 400 years. And that impact is there, style is there with Goans. They know. And that what is happening in Europe is like what is happening in Goa. So Goa has got a lot of potentiality. Goa is a very small place. We got a population of 18 lakhs. But given an opportunity by the government, I think Goa could be a chess hub. Now we already been contacted by FIDE representative, got a mail. I shared with you, you informed me. They want to conduct FIDE world events here. This is an honor for us. Really, we thank them. Thank to you also, and taking us to that level from small Grandmaster tournament. You made us to visible entire world. Visibility has come to Goa, and I'm sure this will happen. And new team, we are trying to have a new team, induct in new team, and take the chess further, so that all our schools will have chess, and players will come up in there. They need not be a grandmasters, but good chess players from Goa. Some of them also can pursue maybe a good world champions. Also, we are looking like Ivana.
Your story has been inspirational, and thank you so much for taking out time and sharing all of this with us.
Thank you, Sagar. You all are helping us. That keeps us motivating. And I thank my entire team. They are my colleagues here, and they are all our leaders here, and they help me. Being this card they given tournament director, I didn't know what it was when I took it, but I realized you have to be there with them, and you have to sort out the small issues. And I really enjoyed doing this event. And now next event is coming. I don't know what responsibilities they will give me, but I am there with them to work out modalities, and we'll have one of the best tournament. I thank personally to Manor Bab, our sports minister, Bab Nilesh Kabral. I wish him also all the best, and wish entire team here, Sports Authority. They have helped us in giving this hall, and such a good support they are giving in this award condition you see. Only because of them, they are giving 100% support to us for organizing this event, not like any government body. They are also working like a corporate body with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.